Today we are going to talk about the foundation of the spine. We're going to talk about the pelvis and the lower spine first. I'm going to demonstrate a therapeutic approach to stabilizing the lower spine musculature. This is typically done by somebody who is starting out at point 0, or somebody who's been injured or in an acute phase of care. What we want to do is to start getting strength in the legs and strengthening in our lower spine. Basically teaching the mechanics of squatting, okay? We will call it an introduction to squatting. We're just using a typical office chair, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is simply control my weight as I'm going to sit back into the chair. The first thing you're going to do is reach back with your behind or your buttocks, and I'm going to reach back towards the chair, okay? You can use your hands if you need to as well, but what's key here is what we want to make sure is we are controlling our weight as we descend towards the chair, okay? The bottom of the chair, the seat. I'm going to move my feet, okay, just a little bit wider of shoulder width apart. Especially if you're weaker, you can bring your feet out even wider. You're going to get a broader base and you'll be able to be more stable that way. Have your toes pointed outward slightly, okay? And we'll want to make sure to reach back towards the chair with your behind or buttocks and control your weight with your leg muscles while keeping your core strength nice and strong and tight. So the way we like for people to think of their core and how to engage their core is if I were to tell you I was going to pop you in the stomach, okay? I'm going to pop you right in the stomach, okay? And I want you to swing towards that stomach as somebody's hitting you, okay? Tighten up that core. You would exhale and tighten those muscles in the stomach. That's an easy way for you to find where those muscles are at. So I am tight and I'm ready to go. Those muscles are engaged, okay? I'm shoulder width apart, my feet are slightly outward, okay? I know where those muscles are, and I'm going to sit back in the chair, keeping the muscles tight and using my legs in a controlled fashion, okay? You can have a seat, okay, just like this, and you can rest here, okay? Now the key point here, depending on where you're at in your health and in your strength, okay, and in your stability, I'm going to show you how to get back out of the chair, okay? We're going to engage the glutes, keep your core tight, and thrust your hips forward when you come up. Make sure you push out on your feet and push up through your heels, okay? You're going to sit right out of the chair using the legs and the buttocks and keeping that core engaged. My low back is engaged. Stand up straight, okay, and see how I engaged my glutes, kept my core tight, and used my legs, okay? What we want to see you do is do that 30 times in a row, in a reasonable time frame. Now, everybody's different and everybody's stability is different, so you need to do what's best for you. Our goal is to get you up to 30 repetitions inside of a reasonable time frame, as I stated. Now I'm going to do a couple repetitions here so you can notice how I'm controlling my weight the whole time. So again, shoulder width apart, engage my core, okay? Sit down, okay? Sit up. Now, if you are weaker, you can use the arms of the chair if your chair has it. And I'm engaging those glutes again. Fully thrusting through the hips, just like this, engaging the core, keeping the core tight. If you do need to use your upper extremity, that's super important to make sure that you're controlled and stable and you're not missing out on the opportunity to actually strengthen those legs and keep that core engaged. Now, the more time you do this, the better you're going to get control of your low back stability and, again, that pelvic muscle. And basically just keep going in your chair. What happens is, and this is going to cause a lot of disc problems, is what most people do. They just sit down in their chair like this, okay? That is what you don't need to do, especially if you already have a disc problem. That's only going to aggravate it. And if you want to stay away from disc problems, don't do that. So I'm going to again do this for you, and I want you to continue to do this at home on a daily basis to continue to get that foundation of your spine proper. So, all right. Continue to do that at home, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.